Hey, hey, hi, can y'all hear me? I got a microphone on. Let me move a little bit closer. Okay, I hope y'all can hear me, because I got shit to say. Alright? Who is holding on? Oh, y'all hold on while I figure this shit out, okay? Alright, so I have been doing some incompetent intervention stuff, and I call it As the Tables Turn. It's my incompetent intervention, and it's on YouTube. It's on TikTok as Hustling Honey, and it's got on YouTube. I have a page called Insignificant Other, which is like pretty much negative shit to as leading up to my incompetent intervention on As the Tables Turn YouTube, because like people don't like negative shit, and negative shit is contagious, and I don't want to promote that in the world. But I do want to promote awareness to one, cancer, brain cancer, like fuck cancer. That's what I got. And then so I want to raise awareness to grandiose narcissism, and there's like a whole bunch of narcissisms. I happen to believe that I might be one of them. I'm not labeled as narcissist. I have, hold on real quick. Okay, I tried to make a light board back there, but you can't see anything on it, so I'm just gonna show you stuff. So I am labeled, whenever I was 14, I was labeled with, I was labeled with borderline personality. And if you like look that shit up, like pretty much to tell you that those people are unstable, like because they're very emotional to themselves and to other people, and they take emotions of people that are around them. So I think that would make me an empath. And I'm a dark empath because I don't give a fuck. Ruthless. I'm a ruthless empath. And then in 2020, I was labeled as, I don't know if y'all can read that, but it says that I'm borderline personality disorder, depression disorder, ADHD, I can't read backwards. Encounter for mental health services because I cut my child's hair, so I had to get a psychology report. Then I have a personal history, past history of spouse or partner violence, physical, ruthless, and personal history of psychological abuse in childhood. My mother was a narcissist. She was a single mother, and everyone's narcissist a little bit, right? We all just play characters we can. Some people are diagnosed with labeled narcissists. I am not, but after being around so many and I love so many, and being an empath that can take on people's feelings for them, like with them, like I learned how to be some shit, and I learned how to fight fire with fire. That's how you fight fire, is with fire. Duh. And then here we have, in 2016, I've highlighted this for y'all. So in 2016, I had a craniotomy because I was tased by the police. And they fucking gave me concussion. Yeah, that shit sucks. And so I did an MRI at that time, and I did not have any abnormalities in my brain. I did have chronic nasal fractures and chronic eye fractures. So if you see my nose right here is crooked, because I got hit in the face with a pair of stilettos, fiberglass stilettos, like when I was 20, when I was a wait staff out at the Boom Boom Room. And some bitch was on ecstasy, and she fucking hit me in the face. No. We fought. And we ended up fighting on stage because she's a little bitch. She was a stripper and I was a wait staff. It was like my third day. I won, of course. And she went, hello? Okay, yeah. And she went and told a bunch of other girls that I called her a nigger, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm a little racist. My last name is white. I called her a nigger. I don't know. But I don't do that now. Actually, but throughout my life, my bestest friends have been of color. So, yeah, it's just me being stupid, and I apologize for that. If I offended anybody, I apologize, because I've learned now I'm a little bit smarter. So, I got my nose broken, and I've got my eye broken, because I'm ruthless, because I had a brain tumor, but not in 2016. I did not have a brain tumor. So, during the years that I began to use methamphetamines, because I am labeled ADHD, they use stimulants on children. My mother chose not to medicate me, and it says on here, blah, 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 blah. It says, the mother is underreporting the extent of cannabis use. This is my mom. Dr. Porto wrote this in... Dr. Porto wrote this in 2001? Maybe? 2004. I don't know. He's been with me my whole fucking life. I love Dr. Porto. Okay, so back to this. The mother who is underreporting the extent of cannabis use. She has been a drug dealer. Again, this is my mother, not me. The mother was expelled from high school after being caught with cannabis in the 11th grade. I did not go to high school. It's not about me. She was frequently truant, as is the patient. I am the patient. The mother has untreated ADHD, which is hereditary. It's hereditary. So thanks, Mom. Love you. Dad gave me a brain tumor. Mom gave me ADHD. Fucking thanks a lot, guys. And my mom agrees with this. So I am so sorry that that's doing that. Like, it's really annoying. But I just want y'all to be able to hear me. I want y'all to hear what the fuck I have to say. Hello. Hi. How about that? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, but, okay. So, untreated impulsivity will propose the patient to continue in conduct disorder symptoms, sexual promiscuity, and substance use. Dr. Porto said that if the patient, which is me, goes untreated, impulsivity will predispose the patient to continue conduct disorder symptoms. Ruthless. And sexual promiscuity and polysubstance use. The mother has poor insight into family of original factors, which has precipitated her involvement in relationships marking the polysubstance use and physical abuse with bruises. That's my mom. That's where I get the childhood trauma from. The mother experiences poor conflict resolutions. That would be my mother, and I have inherited that. Me and my mother are both borderline. Me and my mother are both on the cluster B diagnosis. Whatever. Between her own parents eventually results in her parents' divorce. This is my mom. That's important. Not important. So the mother has been dropped from nursing school. That's my mom. We don't need to talk about that. But due to conflict with her supervisors, which reflects the mother's poor impulse. That's my mom. And maybe y'all know about how sometimes I wanted to create harm, and a lot of y'all helped me from doing it this past 2 years, and I appreciate the fuck out of that. Like, I do. Thank y'all so much, because I'm not in jail today because y'all helped me, and my mom is safe and enjoying life, and I appreciate that so much, because I would hate to have my kids like lose their person that like takes care of them right now, and their mother, because their mother's in prison and their mom's fucking hopefully alive forever. I mean, their godmother. God damn it, my mom watches my kids for me. Okay, so this is important. This right here is important. Both the patient and the mother have cluster B personality traits. Exposure to a father who continues to abuse alcohol. This is about me. A father who continues to abuse alcohol will predispose Tiffany to have a generic distrust. Tiffany will have a fear of intimacy. Tiffany will have a fear of abandonment. So on the diagnosis and impression on axis 1, we have depressive disorder. We have conduct disorder. We have attention deficit hyperactive disorder, combined type. We have polysubstance use, inhalant, methylphenidate, opiates, cannabis, alcohol. Parent-child relationship problems. Because I always thought I was a parent. I wanted to be. And then we have on the access too, we have borderline personality. And we don't have anything past that. Therefore, I am not narcissist. I do display narcissism, which everybody does. So then that was like 01, and then in 2020 we have this, which I still just have borderline personality and ADHD. And then we have some psychological abuse in childhood, and this is me. I was psychologically abused, which makes me borderline, which is childhood trauma, and we don't treat that with medication, we treat that with therapy. So, whenever I tried to help somebody go through divorce, or bullshit they put me through, I think I developed a brain tumor from the drug that I did to avoid the feelings that I got, because I'm borderline and I'm going to feel. I can't control my feelings. I mean, it's very hard for me. So, I use drugs to numb myself, like comfortably numb. That's what I did. So then we go on to the reason why I am incompetent now, and I'm doing my incompetent interventions on social media, because it holds me accountable, and I don't have anybody to be accountable to at home, and I got all this cool shit, and like I can make some shit look cool if I think, I mean, in my eyes. Like, I have presentation, reputation, all these things I learned from Backstage Rock and Roll Gift Shop. Thank you, Shane Lopez, for giving me the opportunity to learn how to be a businesswoman and have a good name. So, this right here. This is a protective order from the Legal Aid Society of Lubbock, where I applied. I was an applicant, and I applied on 5/24/2019. My appointment was Tuesday, the 28th, 2019. Chelsea Ice tried to run me over at a child's baseball game, where Michael, who I had tried to marry but couldn't because we found out he was informally married to somebody named Ice. Michael Summerford was married to somebody named Chelsea Ice informally. So I didn't know until we went to go get married, and they told us we couldn't. So, this is motive. This is motive. Thanks, Chelsea, for all the motive. Oh, for all the content. That's what this is. This is content. So, that gave Chelsea motive. Because I'm gonna be a loud bitch. I'm gonna run my fucking business, because that's what I do. Because I'm still having a lesson. So, I sent Chelsea a picture of this. Sure, if I did. Like, bitch, you fucking trying to run me over. Like, harm reduction, y'all. I now advocate for harm reduction. I do. And we have harm reduction in Lubbock, and it is called Susan. Susan, Substance Use Service Assistant Network, the City of Lubbock Health Department. I had dysphagia. I choke on some liquids. It's part of having cancer in my back, in my head. So, alright. Chelsea called the cops on me on 5/23, right here, where my finger's at. Chelsea called the cops on me. And I got a ticket for my car being parked to 18 inches from the curb. Oh well, that's what happened. So then the next day, after she that night on 12/23, that night the bitch tried to run me over. 5/24/2019. I went to go try to get a protective order. So I've been offended twice, and I'm going to try to go again. That gave Chelsea motive. Hello? Hello. Okay, sometimes I do that. Well, that gave Chelsea motive to call the cops on me a fuckload of times. That's a fuckload of times for Chelsea to call the cops on me. That's her favorite pastime. And here is some more times that Chelsea called the cops on me. And there's some more times that Chelsea called the cops on me. That's a lot of times that Chelsea called the cops on me. Now, I believe that because I did this and Chelsea did this, that gave Chelsea motive to do this, which is where Michael was served with papers for divorce. Public Information Act open records request, you can get anything you want to get about people as long as the investigation is closed. So, let me remind you, on May 28th, I had an appointment for a protective order because Chelsea tried to run me over. Because the night before, Chelsea did try to run me over, and she called the cops me earlier that day. She was pissed the fuck off because she's a witch. I'm telling you, she's a witch. If you look on Google, then you learn how to deal with a narcissist. One thing you do is accept them. Then another thing you do is break the spell. Google is telling me to break the spell. And then the craft is online, and then I'm seeing all these, like, people on Facebook and, like, TikTok on it, like, they got all these, like, witchery looking shit. And witches are real. I mean, they're real. They're just as real as fucking reasons why they fucking burn people. Because, like, they do shit. Like, witches are real. I believe that other Chelsea Ice and Michael Summerford are scammers. Or, I believe they love scammers. Or, Chelsea Ice had motive to divorce Michael. She went to file for divorce on June 3rd. Remind you that I tried to protect the border on May 28th. On June 3rd, Chelsea tried to divorce Michael. Michael wasn't served until June 11th. Because she did not tell the guy that she paid to have Michael served where Michael lived. She didn't tell him. So he didn't know to show up. So this is the divorce decree. Not decree, sorry. This is the temporary restraining orders that Chelsea filed for. And she filed for this on 6/3/2019. 6/3/2019. Mind you again, I filed for a protective order on May 28th, 2019. On June 3rd, 2019, Chelsea filed for divorce. She doesn't love this man, obviously. And then she tried to have me arrested many, many times. Many times. She made reports that Michael threw me out because I was selling her property in a house that we all know that she took the property that she wanted. We all know that. Like, I know his family knows that. So that right there is a receipt for Tiffany White at 6001 Orlando. This was written on 7/20/2019 by Michael Summerford. The rent from 7/11/2019 of $300 through 8/11/19. I paid cash on 7/20/2019. And he backdated this shit. He wrote it in 2019. He left it taped to the fucking door one time. He's a weirdo, and I hoard shit, like I hoard paperwork. So I even say it, that I wrote on there was posted on the door. Current review is $200 prorated. I don't know it. It even has Michael's signature on it. So, with that being, we have that the bills were in my name. The electric bill was in my name. I went as Tiffany Summerford because Michael charged his wife rent, charged me his wife rent. That's what it is almost up. Okay, so this bill is for 7/31/2019. It's due by 8/21/2019 for $348 in my fucking name. Now, the point of that is because Chelsea came to my house. Chelsea came to my house at 601 Orlando Avenue. And she started to fight over a bicycle that was mine. Come now, the undersigned Associated Criminal District Attorney of Lubbock, Texas, in behalf of the state of Texas, and presented to the county court at number law of Lubbock County, Texas. This is that in Lubbock County, Texas, Tiffany White, hereafter styled the defendant, herefore on or about the second day. This is an assault charge on Michael Summerford, where I was set up. This is not the one that I thought it was, but I was set up because And I had to get a job until, whatever was there. But this was, sorry, let me go. So, therefore, on or about the second day of September, which I lived in this house at 6001 Orlando. I lived there. On the second day of September, and they're trying to commit an offense involving violence to a person, namely to assault with intimidate, to place Michael in fear or intimidate in serious bodily injuries. To intimidate, because he told the cops that he was in fear of his life. He told the cops he was in fear of his life, and I was arrested. And my bond was $10,000. $10,000. Because Chelsea I's lawyer dropped her a month after she hired her. After Chelsea tried to divorce Michael on 6/3 and got temporary orders for got temporary orders for, let me see, here we are, So Chelsea tried to take Michael's house from him. Chelsea tried to take Michael's kids from him. Chelsea tried to put me in jail. Chelsea still tries to take Michael's kids from him. Chelsea affects the relationship between him and his children. Chelsea's a witch. I know she's definitely a bitch, but she might possibly be a witch. And right there is the evidence. And if you want, you can just like pause that, or you can ask me, or you can go to the Lubbock County Courthouse basement, or you can get it online if you want to. All you gotta do is pay a little bit of money. You can request it. This is case number 2001. It's 201953539. In the matter of the marriage of Chelsea Ice and Michael Summerford, in the interest of Corbin Michael Summerford, Zoe Isabel Summerford, and Talon Alyssa Summerford children. This is a temporary restraining order, an order setting a hearing for temporary orders. The application and petitioner of Chelsea Ice for temporary restraining orders was presented to the courthouse today. Respondent is Michael Summerford. The court examined the pleading of the petitioner and finds the petitioner is entitled to a temporary restraining order. It is therefore ordered that the clerk of this county issue a temporary restraining order and initially communicating with the petitioner in person in any other manner, including by telephone or electronic voice transmission, video chat, or in writing, or electronic message by using vulgar, profane, obscene, or indecent languages, or in a course of offensive matter in the intent of annoying or alarming petition. Cannot threaten the petitioner in person or in any manner. Cannot place a telephone call anonymously at any reasonable hour or any unreasonable hour. Page. 4. Intentionally knowing or recklessly causing bodily injuries to petitioner or to the children of either party. 5. Threatening petitioner or child of either party with immediate danger. 6. Intentionally knowing or recklessly destroying, removing, concealing, transferring, or otherwise harming or reducing the value of the property or both of the parties, which with the intent of obstruction to obstruct the authority of the court to a order or whatever. Chelsea Ice moved out of this house to 6001 Orlando during this time, and she took the furniture with her. She took everything in the kids. Everything. She left the couches. She left the refrigerator. She left the appliances because they weren't put in the wall. They weren't usable except for the refrigerator, which was disgusting. I got pictures and I'll post them later. Hi, chick. I can't see this far, but I'm so glad that you're listening to me ramble. But this is just for awareness because I have an incompetent intervention right now. It's called As the Tables Turn. My name is Tiffany White. I'm on YouTube as the Tables Turn. And I also have an Insignificant Other YouTube, which goes to the past of everything that this witch did. And I believe she put a spell on Michael Summerford whenever she tried to divorce him because of a whole bunch of shit that she did, which I've already posted that. I'm speeding up a little bit, but right here. So right here it says that terminating or in any manner affecting the services of water, electric, gas, telephone, cable, television, or any other construction services, including security, pest control, landscaping, or yard maintenance at 6001 Orlando Avenue in Lubbock, Texas. So during that time, I had to put the bills in my name because she did move out, and because it was Michael's grandpa's house, and she started taking from Michael. Well, I moved in, and I had to put the bills in my name because she took the bills out of her name. And so she made it to where Michael's kids can come over there to their house that they had for like ever, the kid's house, Michael and his kids that he lived at. And this is 6 months after Michael's grandfather, who owned the house, died. Yeah. So here it says, permitting an unrelated adult with whom the respondent has an intimate or dating relationship with. Sorry. Which meant I couldn't spend the night there. She wouldn't allow me to spend the night at a house that she didn't know when I lived in, that she took all the furniture from. She didn't have her name on it or nothing. It was in somebody else's name. She tried to take Michael's kids. So, point of that is, petitioners should be awarded the exclusive use and possession of the residence located at 6001 Orlando Avenue. And she put a restraining order on Michael. Michael's grandpa owned it. And then she was divorcing this guy 6 months after his grandfather died. And she, petitioner should be appointed temporary sole management or managing conservator. The respondent should be ordered to pay support of the children, the 3 children. Again, this is the divorce of this would be Chelsea Ice is the petitioner, and Michael Summerford is a respondent in 2019 with 3 children involved. And it says here, there was a restraining order put in place, and it says here that the petitioner, which is Chelsea Ice, should be awarded exclusive use and possession of the residence located at 601 Orlando Avenue. Petitioner should be exclusive use and control of 2006 Dodge Journey, which was the only working vehicle he had. Petitioner should be appointed temporary sole managing conservator. Respondent should pay child support. You can't see your partner kids, but you know you can pay child support right after your grandfather died. But I'm gonna take your house from you too, so you're gonna be unstable, so you're gonna have to pay like for a new house. But then we want you to pay child support too, but you can't see your kids. Okay, bitch. She's a witch. She's a witchy bitch. She's a bitchy witch. Anyways, so those were Chelsea Ice's requests and given temporary custody to, or given temporary orders to, on filed on 6/3/2019. Well, let's see, 7/8/2019. Chelsea Ice's lawyer quit. Chelsea Ice's lawyer quit. That's only a month. It's only a month and Chelsea Ice's lawyer quit. Why did Chelsea Ice's lawyer quit a month into their divorce? I have no idea. But I have it right here. That's an order. Right, it was on 7/16. There was an order set, which means there was court. It involves Chelsea's name, so I assume she knew about it. I'm assuming that her lawyer let her know. It says that she did. And then here it says, notice of intended to dismiss, no answer filed, and order setting hearing. CC Christina Woods Duffy. So that's what you want, is you want to be a petitioner in a divorce, and you do not want to have a contested divorce, because a contested divorce is whenever the respondent fights back and says, no, this is what we're going to do, we're not going to do this, blah, blah. So, a month later, Chelsea's lawyer quit her. So, order on motion to withdraw of counsel, we have. This was dated on 8/16. So on August 30th, 2019, a hearing on notice of intent to dismiss, no answer filed. The court finds that the copy of the motion for withdrawal of counsel was delivered to Chelsea Ice. That Chelsea Ice was notified in writing of the right to object to the motion. Chelsea Ice had the right to object to the motion. That Chelsea Ice has not consent to the motion that the last known address of Chelsea Ice is 6001 Orlando. Chelsea moved at this time to 343127. Oh no, 55th. I don't know, 3431 55th Street. Or 3435 55th Street, I'm not sure. This was in 2019. This was a month, like, she moved June 26th. Because I had a proposal by name. Right, says right there. And that's the address. Tiffany Summerford at 6001 Orlando on 7/31. Right. So, Chelsea Ice didn't tell her lawyer she had moved. That's crazy. So Chelsea Ice's lawyer quit her because she couldn't get a hold of her? That's crazy. That sounds like a scam. Like, that sounds like somebody wanted me to think they were getting divorced. I don't know. So I would clean the house that she left? I don't fucking know. I don't know. So, because of that happening, Chelsea Ice, who was keeping Michael's kids from him and tried to take his home from him, came to Michael's house on 601 Orlando that I lived at. If those were in my name, but she has a restraining order on him at, and she came there and she tried to fight me. And she came to my house and tried to fight me. And she also tried to get Michael to get a protective order on me, because me and her could not get protective orders on each other because we are not in a dating relationship. But on August 30th, so Chelsea knew in July that her lawyer was going to quit her, because it says right there that her lawyer sent a piece of paper saying, like, hey, I'm going to quit you. You fucking sucks, I'm going to quit you. I think you're a witch. I'm going to quit you. Even though you paid me $300 or something like that, I'm still going to fucking quit you because I think you're a witch. Okay? That's what her lawyer said. I think her lawyer said by mine. So, Chelsea Ice, which I believe it says right here that her phone number is 806-544-1001. Oh, there's her address, 3431 55th Street. But she didn't tell her lawyer where her address was. Weird fucking shit. So, Chelsea Ice talked. Hello. Chelsea Ice talked Michael Summerford into signing this paper, and she said that she would let him change the orders where he could get his kids back if he would get a protective order put on me. So, here we go. This got a protective order put on me because Michael told the cops that he was in fear of his life. This was on or before September 2nd, right? So, again, let's go back to this date. Motive. Motive is all this fucking bullshit right here. This is all fucking motive. That's a lot of law shit. Okay, so that charge right there. This charge, where Michael said that he was in fear for his life, got me this. This is it got dropped down to a terroristic threat. But it was... Oh, okay, this is what Chelsea did. No, I'm gonna go over the dates. Okay, so this actually happened on September 1st. And Chelsea Ice asked Michael to sign a letter saying that they wanted to drop the divorce. Of course Michael wanted to drop the divorce because he wanted his fucking kids back. Right? He didn't want no restrictions from his kids. Not even 2 days later, I was arrested. And I was given a $10,000 bond. And that charge is dropped down. But because I had a protective order put on me, because Michael was in fear of his life with me, so they put a protective order on me. Right fucking there. They put a protective order on me. That is on 9/2. So this is the day that I went to court. When you go to jail, you go to court the next day, you know? So on 9/1 was the day that all this happened. On 9/1, Michael said that he was in fear of his life for me. And then on 8/30, Chelsea told Michael that if he would drop the divorce, it was on paper, drop the divorce, get a check for on me, that she could get his kids back. Thanks, Chelsea. Thanks for the content. You fucking witchy bitch. Love you. Okay, so let's go with, that was motive, right? So this is all the evidence that I had to give. Because the bills were in my name at a place that I lived at. Says I lived there during the time that it says I lived there. I was given a protective order on my place, so I couldn't go to my residence. Michael, I believe this bitch put a fucking spell on him. Because Google told me, I asked how to deal with an narcissist, and Google told me, break the fucking spell. I'm like, break the spell. So okay, I'm trying to break the spell. I filed for a report because I was robbed. I couldn't go to the property that I lived at where all my belongings were at. I couldn't go there because I had a protective order on me. And thanks, Chelsea, guys. Thanks for doing that. Because I had a protective order on me, the state would not give me my kids back for 3 years. And then I had brain surgery. I didn't have a brain tumor in 2016. But in 2020, I had a brain tumor. I met y'all January of 2019. And I ended up having to have a craniotomy a year later. Because my head hurt so fucking bad. Anyways, so this protective order kept me from getting my kids. Couldn't do shit about it because state's not going to give somebody their kids because they're aggressive. I agree, I am aggressive. I've got ruthless tattooed on my fucking knuckles because I am ruthless. I have brain cancer and it puts pressure on my brain. You know that thing that the alligators make that makes them mean? They're a dual oblongata. Well, it makes alligators mean. Well, I have a tumor on my undula oblongata and it makes me fucking mean. So, there we go. I'm not denying that I didn't do anything, but I didn't do it in the extent that it was made to believe. So, right here, I made a report. The victim is Tiffany White. Let me read it to you. While at the police desk, I was approached by Victim 1 in reference to a theft at 6001 Orlando Street. Victim 1 states that Suspect 1, which would be Chelsea Ice, and Suspect 2, which would be the person that Chelsea Ice lives with now, took her property without her effective consent and began to sell the property on Facebook. Victim 1, Tiffany White, advised that she was jailed, and when she got out, she was placed in a home. I was in Oxford, which is a sober living home. At this time, she was not at her current listed residence address above, 6001 Orlando. Victim 1 advised that she was told by Detective Kenny Brown that Chelsea Ice and his aunt, Michael's aunt, were at the address 6001 Orlando cleaning the residence out. Victim 1 stated that Chelsea Ice and the aunt are related to her ex-boyfriend Michael Summerford. At this time, I had a protective order on me. This is September 9th, 2019. September 2nd, I was put in jail and put a protective order on me from 601 Orlando. And then Michael went to jail. I believe he had a spell put on him. He was put in jail. Because of karma. No, I don't know. Because he got caught with drugs. His dad's drug dealer. He got caught with drugs. Because this fucking bitch tried to, divorce him, tried to take his house from him. fucking took his kids from him. He needed to make some extra money, so he was moving some weight, some drugs, and he got pulled over. So he went to jail. He was in jail for like 2 weeks. During that time he was in jail, Chelsea Ice, it says it right here, Chelsea Ice went and cleared out his fucking house. Well, that house had all my property in it, even my kids' photo albums, my kids' blankets, everything. Everything. Victim 1, Tiffany White, advised, Victim 1 advised that Suspect 1, which is Chelsea Ice, and Suspect 2 are related to her ex-boyfriend who lived with her at the house, but is currently incarcerated, but she does not know if he gave him a key to enter the house. So while Michael is currently incarcerated, Chelsea Ice, the wonderful female she is, went and was cleaning out his fucking house that he lived at with me. Victim 1 advised she observed several of her items on sale on Facebook by Suspect 1, which would be Chelsea Ice. Victim 1 is me. Advised that Suspect 1, Chelsea Ice, do not have permission to take her property or sell it. I did not tell them that they could. Victim 1 arrived at the scene with an itemized list of several items, enough to furnish the house as well as personal items. I issued Victim 1, which is me, an additional loss form to properly and neatly submit everything she needed to report stolen at a later time. So, I was given additional loss forms. I was given a detective. Because I went in there with this paper right here. Because I didn't know about additional loss forms. So, I'm going to read this to you. Because I'm going to show soon. Items. There's a police report right there. That's the number. Items are black and leather queen headboard, $100. Full-size mattress box spring. 2 pillows, goose down, ceramic Cheshire cat, candle holder, zebra, jewelry box, black framed glitter tee with a damask, Marilyn Monroe poster getting tattooed, black curtains, 2 black TV stands wooden, Polaroid 19-inch TV with built-in DVD, red and black plastic shelves with 3 drawers. Oh, I have prices next to this. Black 6 cubicle stand, $40. $15, black basket, $100 college books, $100. Oh, I could my college books. I forgot I couldn't go to college at the fucking time too because it's all my fucking college books. $100 picture album, which was green, had all my fucking pictures in it. $75. 10 plug silver and black power strip. It was like a big old long power strip. It was like for a shop. Had 10 plugs in it. Dry erase color board, $20. 3-part black metal and glass desk, like one of those big L desks, was $250. $300 on 6-drawer plastic shelves, Hustling Honey and Arts and Conscience inside. All my material that I had for my nonprofit, Hustling Honey, which was 6 shelves that went with my desks that I had. And all my art content, all my other content, everything that I had inside, gone. So, Marilyn Manson tapestry, $35. $25 cartoon Alice in Wonderland, all characters. $25 Boss Gold Cactus decor. $150 Pioneer tall house speakers. $200 Yamaha acoustic guitar. Ibanez face. Yeah, they took my fucking guitars. I did not remember that. $400 pink and black curtains. That don't seem right. Maybe I meant $40. $75 glass TV vanity stand with damask print. This was something that I made. It was like black. I was like a 3-shelf fucking TV stand that I made it. I put the mask on it and I used it. It was my little girl's vanity. She took it. She took it. A hot iron, a curling iron, a blow dryer, hygiene, a Dyson ball vacuum, which is in her photo out. It's like I've seen pictures of her house, like they get pictures of the kids and stuff like that. because I must have kids now. Yeah, my vacuum is in those pictures. That was $199. $150 floor mop back. $100 turquoise and painted frame art. That's something that I made that had a skull in the middle of it, and I painted the frame. And like, it was about $150 for me. Like, I would charge me $50. A 3-drawer plastic white shelf, and on price. $300 of an entire cosmetology setup. Oh, I had an entire cosmetology setup from school. Because you know how at the end of school you have to buy your entire setup. That bitch fucking stole it. Denver mattress, which was a full mattress, which was $300. Linens, 3 blankets, pillow sets, times 3 stuffed animals, like all my stuffed animals, my decor. In the kitchen, I had a cedar tall 2-piece cupboard and shelves, appliances, black oven roaster, pots, pans, blenders, waffle makers, decorative pumpkins, an acorn with burlap decor, 4-piece brown desk and stand, and 2-piece, and 2 blue and 3 brown chairs. Like, those are like real fancy chairs. I have one of them over there, and it's covered up with something, but it's a really fancy fucking chair. $100 large brown desk and black office chair, computer monitor, 1 black Epson printer with ink, 1 white Canon printer, Kodak picture printer, a mouse, 2 sets of computer speakers. She stole it. She stole it from me. Large brown leather couch. That's about $700. She took it. Antique wooden ice box. Antique wooden ice box. I got back from Michael Summerford's aunt's house. He went in and got it, and his door's missing on it now. $200 miscellaneous tools, $100 on a Dremel, like complete set. $100 jewelry, a James Avery floor ring that I had. I had a large black zebra rug. Cleaning supplies and equipment, about $200. So far, I added that up, and that's $9,254. I had paid on a Dodge Diesel, and we couldn't move it because it was in the backyard and it needed work on it. We were planning on making it a tow truck. Like, that was always my dream, was to have a tow truck. I was going to call it Casey Camel Toe, you know. Anyways, I did pay a down payment on that, which does make it mine. I know that because I sold a car to somebody who gave me a down payment one time, and they didn't continue to make payments, so I would repo it. Supposedly, Kenny Brown is how I met him. Told me, the same detective that told me that this was going on is the one that told me that I can't repossess a car if I don't have a repo license. I technically just stole my own car. I did. So, didn't get my car. All my fucking clothes, all my clothes and shoes, I put $1,000 on there. A purple Schwinn bike. This bitch took my fucking bike. I got a charge because she came to my house and was yelling at me about my bicycle in the back of my truck. And she thought it was hers that was green that she left on the curb for weeks after she moved. You know how you put shit on the curb and people come get it? Well, we put it on the curb so she couldn't get it, and she didn't. So I fucking got stolen along with some other shit that was on the yard that was Michael's, like a chopper frame. So, yeah. Oh my god, there's more to that story. $500 in motorcycle parts, because I had motorcycle parts over there. Like, I was a businesswoman, and I put in on some parts, and I took them over there, and we were gonna sell them. $200 in $2,000 in work cleaning for make ready. Okay, so Chelsea moved out of his house. They were gonna sell it, which they did sell it. The mother and the 2 grandmothers were gonna sell it, and so that's what I moved him to do, was work on it while he was getting it ready. But it was gonna be a while, so, and I had got evicted from the place I lived at because Chelsea called my mom and told my mom that I killed her cat. That's how I said it now. It's my childhood home. Well, Chelsea did that, and fucking called my mom and told my mom I killed her fucking cat. Well, my mom going through some crazy shit. Like, her dad just died, and she's like, what the fuck is this shit doing? Like, she already had to get me to move because my house was on probate. And so, by law, all houses had to be on probate that my grandfather owned. And mom was, this bitch took my fucking cat? What the fuck? I didn't take my mom's cat. I swear. I did not take my Girl House promise. I did not take my mom's cat. My mom's cat disappeared. And she lives in shallow water. This happened in shallow water. I live here in Lubbock, and this is my house now. But Chelsea, that's why I had to move into 601 Orlando, because I got evicted of my fucking house because the bitch called mom. Told mom to come cat. Anyways, so I talked to Detective Brown on September 19th. I have that right here. 4 p.m. Mike Pet at the same. Oh, Michael was in jail. Debbie West, and Chelsea Ice. That's their information that I gave to these detectives and to this sergeant. And then I had to put it on whatever loss form. Well, Detective Ward didn't go look for any property, or Chelsea told him that that the codes came and cleaned up the yard and that all my shit was in the yard. Well, you can't fucking put somebody's shit in the yard. You have to go through a fucking eviction notice, and you have to have a constable to do that there. You can't just fucking take people's shit and put it in the fucking yard. You can't. And there's no way that I lived there and was arrested on fucking... I was there September 2nd, and there's no way that by September 19th or whatever... where's my... This report was made on September 19th, so there's no way that this bitch went and filed for an eviction on a house that she didn't fucking own. That I lived at fucking 16 days before that it went to the courts already, because they give you 30 days at least. Everybody knows that. And then you gotta file for an eviction, which is $180 per person. Everybody knows that. So you fucking broke the law, Chelsea. You broke the law, and I have all the evidence, and even the cops fucking told me you did it. You're a lucky bitch. I'm like, you should be glad that you're not a felon, because I am a felon, and bad shit happens to me. Like, I have to live in my mom's house. I have to live in this big old 3-bedroom house by myself because I can't go anywhere else because I'm aggressive, for one. I got charges on me for being aggressive. Another one, I got fucking brain cancer, and so I can't really work to pay my fucking rent. Thank God my mom lets me stay here at this 3-bedroom house while you're sitting up in the aunt's house like you did the grandpa's house. I'm sure you're going to take the aunt's house from her too. Like you did the grandpa. I mean, history repeats itself, doesn't it? Yeah, bitch. Alright. So we all know that bitch is a bitch. She's a bitch. Well, she said that I assaulted her. So, Tiffany White hereby styled defendant on or before the first day of August, which I have a fucking receipt saying that I lived there. It's my fucking house. Tiffany White, on August 1st, did their intentionally knowing or recklessly cause bodily injuries to Chelsea Ice by striking Chelsea Ice with her hands. At my fucking house. Bitch. My fucking house. She was trying to fight me all the time. Always trying to fight me. Always trying to fight me. Well, let me tell y'all this. The day before she filed assault on me, she also filed this fucking report on me too. Which says, this is 7/31/2019. Whew. No, I just got excited, y'all. I'm sorry. I get excited. I'm borderline. I'm all over the fucking place. Okay, so, I gotta hold down a little bit. Breathe. I'm gonna use my vagus nerve. And I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna breathe deep. So, on August 1st, Tiffany White, on August 1st, intentionally, knowingly, recklessly caused bodily injuries to Chelsea Ice with her hands. Because the bitch was at my house and she had a fucking restraining order on Michael and she couldn't be there. And she wanted to fight me over a bicycle. Shit. I have the report. Trust me. Trust me, I have the report. And, I don't really want to focus on bad stuff. But it sucks. So all that shit that Chelsea fucking stole from me, I had to sue my boyfriend. I had to sue my boyfriend, Michael Summerford, and I was awarded because $6,500 in missing or damaged household items, $570 in delinquent gas bill, $500 for garage door damages. My garage door is gone. $1,000 in plumbing because Michael poured concrete down my toilet, my brand new toilet, into my brand new sewer line that I put in. $500 in damages to plaintiff's truck because Michael damaged my truck. And $150 for ring doorbell because Michael stole my fucking ring doorbell. And I was awarded this on November 30th. On November 30th, the defendant was served and cited to appear and make an answer on the date of November 30th of 2020. This right here. This is, it says, this is me, and on 11/26/2020, a tumor was found in my head. 11/26, that's 4 days. 4 days before I had to sue Michael because of all of this bullshit that happened to me. Fuck that bitch. I believe she put a spell on Michael. Michael has a bachelor's degree in architectural landscape design. He had 13 years sober, had a business. He was a Monterey high school teacher. He was my nephew's football coach. He wasn't the man that he is today when I met him. And I believe Chelsea Ice put a spell on him. Google told me break the spell. Whenever I said, how do you deal with a narcissist? Michael has become a brand new narcissist. There's proof of it right there. Michael will create harm to me. And he will not leave me. He will not leave me alone. Because all these times. And that right there is how many times Chelsea Ice called cops to me. Half of this. From that point up, that's all Chelsea Ice. That's all Chelsea Ice. Chelsea Ice stole my entire house. Chelsea Ice tried to divorce her husband and take his kids away from him. 6 months after his grandfather died. I had to sue. I did. And I won. Michael has been to jail 5 times since then. He got 5 drug charges since their divorce. Thankfully, I was able to go to the drug court and convince the drug court people to let him in the drug court and not send him in prison because Michael has 2 little girls. And I'm a little girl that grew up without her dad. Right here. And thankfully that Michael's now in drug court because this is what happened to me whenever I was growing up. Exposure to a father who continued to abuse alcohol will predispose her to having general distrust, fear of intimacy, and fear of abandonment. And if I can help anybody else with my story, and any little girls that are innocent, to be for their father, when my father is now dead, he died from brain tumors. I now have brain tumors. If I can help any little girl with her dad, I will. I'm a sucker for dads. I don't have mine. My dad when I was 18. And I love Michael, I do. What happened to him, I believe is a spell. I really do. I believe that witches are real. I've come to see their stuff on TikTok and on Instagram, and I've seen what they can do. Witches. And I've seen it in person. I believe Chelsea Ice is a witch. I believe